skills. And now I'm back at his expansion with a Demon Hunter and a couple of talents. Just trying to stop this expansion from being useful, generating any income. And I'm now training tier 2 for the master training for those talents, but I'm not very near it. So I just cast a Fairy Fire manually on his hero. I portal out the instant after that I've killed that acolyte. Now, when my talents are reduced, I instantly turn off their autocast. I don't leave Fairy Fire on autocast. It's a very expensive spell to cast, and the reason I'm getting those talents is for Cyclone, not for Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire isn't at all useful. 75 mana, Cyclone's 150, much more useful. As you can see here, you're going to see how effective it is with only 6 talents. Keeper of the Grove's going to die, but who cares? Keeper of the Grove isn't important. He's trying to kill that Demon Hunter. Tier 2 is just trained. Now I can Cyclone his heroes, and that is absolutely brilliant. And because he's only got a few ghouls, and now they've got Fairy Fire on them as well, it means he's going to lose them, and hopefully he will lose a hero here. And if I can just manage to get my Demon Hunter home to get healed, I'll run a Demon Hunter straight back up there. Damn. I kinda made a mistake there. I should have kept those talents within range of the undead hero and then cycled again. But Bei is being extremely brave, maybe being a bit silly. He's kinda keeping all his units near there, but he's running away now. So he's got a Spirit Tower upgrading at his expansion, so that will stop me from harassing that anymore. And now I'm going to creep the dragons with those talons. Even though I've got a Keeper of the Grove, I'm going to keep the Keeper of the Grove out of range. The good thing about having a Demon Hunter there is that the dragon targets the Demon Hunter and doesn't do much damage to those talons. Also, it's possible to get the Demon Hunter straight to level 6 if you manage to get both sets of dragons, and as long as you keep any other heroes out of range of experience. So that is my exact plan here. Level 4, nearly level 5 Demon Hunter, a ton of gold from that. That kind of totally offsets his expansion. He's invested a lot of money in the expansion, even if it was running full time right now. Just me creeping those dragons alone would be a huge help. Versus an expansion, I would say it was maybe even. It allows me to run those Ancients of the Winds full time, that's for sure. So I can still see where Bei is. I know I'm safe to keep those dragons because some of his units have Fairy Fire on them. Level 5 Demon Hunter, nearly level 6, going to turn level 6 soon. Meanwhile, Bei is trying to create those ogres. And now I can move my Keeper of the Grove within range, which is what I realise with shared experience that the Demon Hunter is going to turn level 6. And as you can see, I've also started an expansion. That's a good spot to build that expansion, by the way, if you're not aware of it. You can also do it at both spots, and you can do it at the very beginning of the game. Not many people will look there. It's very, very safe to build it there. So as you can see, my entire army is all talents. The good thing about going all talents is the fact that you do not need to build a Hunter's Hall, or Hunter's Hall, or whatever it's called. Talons, all these buildings do not require a Hunter's Hall. And you can also do chimneys as well without one. The only thing is you can't get the upgrades. Level 2 Keeper of the Grove. I've got level 6 Demon Hunters, that's Metamorphosis. And as you can see, if you just think about it yourselves, what really can an undead player do? I know he's got an expansion, but his only real option is to get Banshees and get the anti-magic shell, which will hopefully stop his heroes from being cyclone. But as soon as I see Banshees as a Night Elf player, I instantly buy a Wand of Negation. and then a cast one of negations heroes, and then cycle them in there. The good thing about the Banshees is the fact that anti-magic shell is auto-cast, and the instant their hero lands it does get anti-magic shell again, assuming it's got enough mana. So here we're going to fight here. Unfortunately, Dreadlord does not have anti-magic shell on it, so it gets cycloned instantly. He's running around with not many ghouls. This is not smart. He should portal as soon as he can. He should have portal there. He had just about enough time to portal there before I cycloned him. Oh, his DK has a portal as well. He's been really, really silly here. He's just wasting ghouls for no reason. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to kill that Keeper of the Grove, but even if he did kill it, it wouldn't make any difference. I think he's been a little bit brave because he's got an expansion, so he's not being too careful, but it's pretty silly in my opinion to lose all those ghouls for no reason. So that was Bai's biggest mistake so far. As you can see, there's not many creeps left for him to creep. Oh, he's got an Ankh in his DK. So basically what the undead player should be doing in this kind of situation is trying to get his Dreadlord to level 6, but as you can see, because he went DK first, there's absolutely no chance of that happening. And especially on this map, there isn't enough creeps to get your heroes to level 6, usually. Unless you creep the Drakes. That's one reason why I chose this map. Undead are probably at their hardest when they've got tons of creeps to go at, and Night Elf are much stronger in maps with less creeps versus nearly all races. Tome of Experience there, so I'll give that to Keeper of the Grove because the Demon Hunter is at level 6 already. Claws of Attack. So I'm just going all talents here. I'm not even bothering to mix in some Chirmans. I realise this game is pretty much won because of Metamorphosis alone. Metamorphosis, because it's got chaos damage, allows you to break into expansion